What's up, you guys? Welcome back to Riding with Sager. Jonathan Sager. If you're new to the channel, appreciate you tuning in. Before we even get started, if you've been watching or you've watched a video or two, please think about hitting that subscribe button. We're still growing, and I've recently set the goal to hopefully hit 100 subscribers before I move out of Alabama. So that gives me a few months. Fingers crossed it'll all work out. So the rest of the 22 lineup just dropped from Harley Davidson, and after watching the further faster drop, I figured, you know what, let me jump on this and maybe talk to you guys about what I think, and also I would love to hear what you guys think. Drop it in the comments. So yeah, let's dive right into it. So I'm using an app called Dualgram, so I can still see, or you guys can still see me talking. It deals with how I work with things, and so you can also see my computer and listen to my dog as well. One second. Here we are on the Harley website, and I'm at their motorcycles tab, and so we're just going to focus on the ones that they hit in the announcement. So we're going to start with, we're going to come up on the Lowrider S and the ST first, which, in my own opinion, before I even click on either of these, I think these are going to probably be some top sellers, because not only the Lowrider S has it been a fan favorite and a whole bunch of people just love that bike. I mean, it's a hard bike not to love. But then now we've got this Lowrider ST, with the fairing and clamshell bags. So I'm excited to see how these bikes do. So we're going to click on the Lowrider S. All right, here we go. So Lowrider S. The stuff that's obvious is, okay, so now it's got the Milwaukee 8 117. So big motor for, I want to say, what's the wet weight on this bike? If I remember right, it's like 500 or 600 pounds, something like that. So it's not a heavy bike. But so you got the 117 in it now with the heavy breather. You can't see it as much in the Lowrider S, but on the ST, it's predominantly clear that they've given the ST, especially the taller suspension. I can't tell if they did it on the S as well. I would imagine they did it to both, but they also, so people, I've seen people talking about this already when the pictures and stuff were first kind of getting leaked out. The gauge relocation going from here to up in your face. I'm not sure if the T-bars is a new thing, because I swear I thought they sold stock with T-bars before. But yeah, so, and these are going to come in just the, so it's the gunship gray and vivid black are the two color options, if I can get this to work. So gunship gray, and then vivid black with the bronze coloring and such. So enough with the Lowrider S. I know what the big kahuna this year is going to be, most definitely the Lowrider ST. And I tell you what, so I was actually up at Harley and Dothan a little bit ago when this was playing, and you know, I'm not a huge performance bagger type guy, but I think it's a really cool thing that's going on. But over the last couple of years, something that I've noticed people talking about and I've heard conversations about is that Harley ought to start listening to the riders and the people and their buyers. Well, this bike and just a couple of the bikes that came out today are kind of showing that they are listening now. So on this ST, so obviously you've got the same stuff as the Lowrider S, but of all times my dogs choose to play. But on top of all the things that the Lowrider S has changed, you still have this Milwaukee 8117. You now have that FXRT fairing, which they also, if I understand right, are putting or they have a audio upgrade that you can do. The way I understood it is it's aftermarket. It is Rockford Fosgate though, so it might be something that you could be interested in. And it's got the clamshell bags. So I think it's a pretty solid looking bike. This style has been growing on me for a little while now. Like I said, I'm not necessarily a performance bagger kind of person, but this is a bad bike. I dig it. It's really freaking cool. Again, with the gunship gray and vivid black. So I look forward to seeing what happens with this bike. Honestly, the only stuff that I could really see people doing is maybe doing, well, you sit kind of low. Maybe people will mess with the handlebars. I'm not sure. Maybe depending on the rider's height. I know exhaust. They talked about they did something with the exhaust, upgraded it, but it's still stock exhaust. I guarantee a bunch of people are going to be running 2-into-1s, and I tell you what, there's a set of Bassani downsweep kind of pipes that I think would look really mean on this. But anyway, so that's your Lowrider S and ST. Taller suspension. It's your lightweight performance bagger, and they're cool bikes. They're really freaking solid. But anyway, if I can get my computer to work. All right, here we go. And that lean angle is pretty dope too. All right, so there's the Lowrider S and ST. Now we're going to keep scrolling down, and we're going to go find the Road Glide and Street Glide STs. So this ST, or these STs seem to be, and I'm a Road Glide guy, so I'm going to go ahead and click on the Road Glide. Because we all know the difference between a Road Glide and a Street Glide. If you don't, I've got a video that I utilized while my dad was visiting, who had a Electric Glide Standard at the time. Go check that out. Okay, so Road Glide ST is this one. And again, so all these ST models are going to be gunship gray and vivid black are your two colors, with the bronze accents and all that sort of good stuff. So the ST lineup is basically going to be what you want if you are looking to do a performance build. Out of the picture, I want to say they beefed up the suspension on these STs as well. I'm not sure if it'll be stock. I don't think they necessarily mentioned it in that video, the Further Faster. But so as you can see, they dropped the 2-up, so it's not a 2-up seat anymore. So you've got a solo rider seat. You got the 117 in these ST models as well. The heavy breather, solo seat. Yeah. So there's really not too much that I think is going to be into the stock ST models on the Road Glide and Street Glide STs. I believe this is them giving a better performance outlet as far as rather than saying, hey, go buy a Road Glide or Street Glide Standard and you have to upgrade that. because those only have the 107 still, and that might be another video for later. But so this is your Roguelite St with the 117 heavy breather. I believe that looks like it's taller suspension. If I'm wrong, sorry, but I never said it was fact. So, and just to say I showed it, here is the Street Glide St. Again, with the solo seat, 117, same colors, gunship gray and vivid black. That batwing fairing. These are going to be some mean bikes. I guarantee people are going to make some real home runs with some of these builds. Now that the 117 is kind of coming into the lineup aside from the CVOs. So speaking of CVOs, let's go scroll on down to those. So the CVOs, they did 4 models. They did the Street Glide. Hey, look at that. It's right there. So the Street Glide, and because I started on the Roguelite a second ago, we'll start on the Street Glide. So we got the Street Glide CVO, and man, that paint looks good. So in my own opinion, that looked like snake venom with ghost flames. All right, so what are they calling these colors? The Street Glide CVO has blue steel, and I really like that black chrome type finish. That's pretty cool. So this blue steel, and I believe all the CVOs are going to have, yep, I got my notes. I believe they're all going to have the Rockford, sorry, I had something pop up on my phone. Rockford Stage 1 for the audio. And the CVOs do have the 117 as well. Nothing else too different with the CVOs. Colors. So blue steel. And then this one is Envious Green Fade. That sounds pretty similar. This color very much looks similar to snake venom, in my own opinion. I do dig the ghost flames, how they got it going, how it lightens up as you look further down the bike. But so Envious Green Flame, I believe is what Green Fade, excuse me. Envious Green Fade. So that's your green, and then Hightail Yellow Pearl. All right, that's a pretty cool color. I like that layout. It looks very similar to how they did the Arctic Blast. Now that I'm looking at it, and again, these have the 117s, and just the new colors. And CVOs, of course, they're gonna have all the extra hoo-has and gadgets and stuff. So there's your Street Glide CVO for 22. Now let's look at it on the Roguelite. And again, this is same stuff really, just... Oh, wait, no, that's right. The Roguelite, I think, had a different color. Yep. So the Street Glide had the yellow. The Roguelite, however, has this wicked orange pearl is what they're calling it. And again, with that tri-color or tri-tone kind of layout. The 117. You know, in my own opinion, I've never understood that windshield on the Roguelite CVOs. If you understand it, maybe fill me in or tell me what you think. But there's that orange. You got your Envious Green Fade. That's what it looks on. That's what it looks like on the Roguelite. And my dog begging for attention. And we've got the blue steel on the Roguelite as well. So awesome, pretty cool colors. I'm digging this black chrome kind of look. So there's the Roguelite and Street Glide CVOs. Excuse me. Now my favorite that I was looking forward to seeing is the Roguelite Limited CVO, because over the last couple of years, I believe that the Roguelites, especially the limited, they've been getting pretty popular as far as people looking for that ultra or limited kind of stuff. So you've got it in orange or wicked orange pearl, that 3-tone kind of coloring. Then the yellow, hightail yellow pearl, that was on the Street Glide. So it looks like the blue steel is going to be on the Roguelite and Street Glides, and then this is going to have one of each that was on both of those. And Dante's red fade, that looks pretty cool. So it's got your hot rod ghost flames. That looks pretty freaking cool, in my own opinion. Yeah. So again, with the 117, obviously we know that the limited is kind of your luxury bagger. Yeah, so that's that. What did we do here? Let me see. Oh, they just got the extra padding. I remember, I think it was last year, the year before, they had the extra tall. Well, I guess you can still do that. That's something you can get later on if you want it. And they do have the Cvo Tri-Glide as well. I'll pull that up. See if that's got any different colors. Pan America. All right, trike. Cvo Tri-Glide. All right, check that color out. That's cool. I like that. All right, so the Cvo Tri-Glide is only going to have the one color. Again, with the 117, it's going to be your Dante's red fade with those ghost flames. So those are all the models that just got dropped today. So let me know in the comments, what do you guys think? I know this video is kind of long, especially versus usual. Dixie says hi, and so did Jackie. She walked away. However, and I'm dropping my phone. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think these ST models are going to knock it out of the park? Or do you think people are going to save a buck and they're going to keep going for the standard? Let me know. And if y'all haven't subscribed or liked the video already, please consider doing so. If you don't like the video and you decide to hit a thumbs down, just do me a favor and drop a comment on what you think I can do better. I appreciate y'all tuning in. If y'all are out riding, stay safe, keep the shiny side up and the rubber side down. And I'll see y'all next time here on Riding with Sager.